Hello, and welcome back to Talking Freight, the weekly freight and transportation management series brought to you by Ceresys, a third-party logistics company focusing on transportation management technology and services. In today's Talking Freight episode, we'll be addressing the 10 areas shippers consider as they increase their use of 3PLs, like Ceresys, to better manage logistics and transportation processes. Third-party logistics providers, or 3PLs, are poised to dramatically shape the supply chain landscape in 2018 and beyond. In a recent survey of supply chain executives that are either using, not using, or considering using 3PL services, 87% of survey participants currently use or engage in activities or services with 3PLs. In turn, more companies are choosing to drive costs down and increase market share and competitive advantage through the use of 3PLs. To understand this dramatic increase toward the use of 3PLs, supply chain managers need to understand some of the top 3PL trends to expect to come to fruition in the next 12 months. Alright, so let's talk some freight and list these top 10 areas shippers consider when it comes to 3PLs. First, communication and collaboration. Communication and collaboration are key to increasing visibility into freight, services available, services rendered, services billed, value-added services such as audits and demand forecasting, as well as the increasing complexity of dimensional freight classification and pricing models. Second, more shippers will invest in and use 3PL services. Since several shippers have already begun to take advantage of 3PL services, 2018 will be a year in which shippers will increase their integration into 3PLs by upping investment in the services and technology power of 3PLs. This includes companies that start using outsourced transportation management systems, or TMS, like our very own Ceresys Rater, by adding on modules like e-commerce, parcel, vendor management, and last mile capability in order to meet changing consumer demands. Third, 3PLs will leverage technology to reduce last mile costs. Speaking of the Ceresys Rater, the use of technology brings up yet another of the 3PL trends to expect in 2018. 3PLs will need to look for ways to reduce the last mile costs associated with freight transportation. The best way to reduce costs is through increased use of new technologies in logistics. The heart of these technologies are that ever-capable TMS that either includes or will include such features as advanced analytics, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and automation. The fourth area, value-added services, will make 3PLs more attractive. 3PLs, or those 3PLs who are also freight brokers, have traditionally not had the best reputation. But this is changing. In reality, 3PLs are increasing their value and transparency and are now essential partners for shippers who have the need to manage a complex world of global trade and commerce. Beyond technological 3PL trends, shippers will come to expect more value-added services from their 3PL partners. No longer will the procurement of trucks for shippers' freight be the only thing a shipper requires from a 3PL. Shippers want more guidance to navigate tricky challenges like the capacity crunch, how to better analyze data to create actionable insights, and a stronger look at how you can utilize technology and services to reduce total landed costs. Shippers should evaluate their current 3PL or in the process of hiring a 3PL to see if the company offers value-added services that go beyond technological capability. Fifth, big data will make a splash in the 3PL pond. Big data is not a new topic in the 3PL conversation, but 2018 will be a year in which big data truly comes to the table for e-commerce, last mile delivery, and LTL shipping. Big data is a self-propagating technology, and with each passing year, the value of big data grows more important. In the 3PL pond, this equates to better cost savings, less inconsistency, more accountability, and better insights for increased production. The sixth trend, integrated cloud-based platforms, will boost responsiveness to e-commerce and optimize processes. 3PLs can also increase responsiveness to e-commerce and optimize existing processes using integrated cloud-based platforms. Integrated cloud-based platforms have the added benefits of being accessible from any location or area with internet connectivity, residing within the cloud virtually eliminating much of the headaches associated with upgrades and perpetual IT needs. 7th, Amazon continues to set the gold standard in logistics. Amazon is continuing its trek toward worldwide dominance in both the shipping and 3PL industries. Although shippers may have reason to fear the gradual encroach of Amazon, Amazon's new services tend to spur change. As a result, 3PLs are more likely to reinvest and reinvent standard processes and services, which companies will want to take advantage of in the coming year. 8th, automation will become more important. Inherent in any 3PL trend, as we've clearly stated, is the adoption of technology. But technology is not enough. 3PLs will also seek to increase use of automation in 2018, as seen in the third-party logistics study. Automated technologies, including automated identification and data collection, or AIDC, Bluetooth-enabled technologies, and radio frequency identification, or RFID, robotics, drones, and autonomous vehicles have the potential to dramatically reduce the manual, labor-intensive tasks which are responsible for the uptick in freight shipping rates. Our 9th area, 3PLs will help curb the driver shortage. The driver shortage is also another burden on the shoulders of shippers, and outsourcing services through 3PLs will continue to increase as woes over the driver shortage loom. While the Trump administration has promised great investments on infrastructure and signed legislation to reduce corporate tax rates, shippers still face uncertainty in advance of the 2018 midterms. Therefore, more companies will seek a safer route to addressing this driver shortage, regardless of regulatory reform, such as outsourcing more shipments to 3PLs. This concept can also be applied to growing fears of the skill and IT gaps. 3PLs have the experience and wherewithal to help shippers attract and retain new talent. So the role of the 3PL will begin to change from an outsourced partner to a strategic partner, helping individual shippers and clients attract, retain, and maintain new talent. And finally, 3PL differentiators will come under the microscope by shippers. Shippers will also look more intensely at available 3PL and 4PL services before making a defined decision. We know at Ceresys we've seen an uptick in more mature procurement practices with an increase in RFPs. In a sense, this means 3PLs will take on the added role of explaining their services and how they are different from the services of other 3PLs. Potential 3PLs seeking a client 3PL partnership will need to understand more about their competitors' services and pricing. In conclusion, the time to act on partnering with a 3PL is now. These top 3PL trends affecting the 3PL industry in 2018 have great potential, but they also serve as a reminder of a caveat in the coming year. Supply chain executives that fail to see the value in working with an outside entity will be ill-equipped to respond to market fluctuations, including potentially diminishing quality of customer service levels. If they haven't already, shippers must begin searching for a 3PL today that understands the complexities in modern supply chain management, ranging from basic principles to advanced technological capability. Well, that's it for this week's episode of Talking Freight. Have any questions we can answer? Ask in the comments below and we'll provide our expert answers as soon as possible. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit subscribe and then hit the little bell icon. That way you get a notification on your YouTube app or straight to your email whenever we publish a video every Friday. As always, don't forget to like us here on these social media platforms. We love to get involved and engaged on social media. We're constantly putting out great information, and trust us, you'll be smarter for following us on these platforms. Lastly, if you'd like to get our videos and blogs emailed to you, visit us at ceresys.com and enter your email address in the box towards the bottom of the page, just like you see here. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you next week. Bye, bye, bye. Oh my God.